So you can sit in your chair so that your chair is even with your body and facing me.
What is it?
Okay. So the first one we're going to do is supination.
Supination.
Okay. What's the muscle for supination?
Supinator.
Supinator. Okay. Where does it run?
So
Where is it?
From
Lateral epicondyle of the humerus.
To the.
to the ulna, I mean, almost the middle of the ulna.
Proximal radius.
Okay. Okay. So that gives you an idea, right? Comes from here, kind of goes around for supination.
Right.
Okay. Now, when you do supination and pronation, they're both the same. We're just looking for different muscles. So I'm only going to show you the one test, but it's the same. You're just doing the two different motions. Okay. So you want to start them in neutral. The elbow is at 90. Okay. So shoulder extension in 0. Elbow at 90. So important. Keep the elbow at 90 degrees. Keep the arm against the body, because once you start pulling out like this, you're talking a whole different ball game, and now you might get some internal and external rotation going on. Got to be at 90 degrees. Okay? God bless you.
Thank you.
So, supination. This is the motion I would like you to do. So I am stabilizing at the elbow, okay? And I prefer to use the inside hand, okay? Neutral. This is the motion I'd like you to do. Okay, can you do that? Good, she did it, so she's fair. Okay, now you're going to do it again. I'm going to apply a little resistance. Go ahead. 1, 2. Now this is like the internal and external rotation where you want to grab them in the meat. Don't grab their bones and give them an Indian burn. In the meat and resist, okay? So I'm going to do that again. Go ahead, I'm going to give you a little resistance. 1, 2. Okay, so at the distal forearm, giving resistance, okay? Half range would look like, right, just a little, and then a flicker. Good, okay? So for gravity eliminated, how do you think we're going to position her? Think about the muscle, right? It runs lateral epicondyle down to the proximal, what?
Face down.
Okay. So what do you think?
Support.
Is she going to stay the same?
She can still
Yeah.
No.
Stay seven.
Where? What were you saying?
Support your hand on the outside though. Yeah, around there.
Okay. Does that change the position of the muscle to be against gravity? Remember, what kind of muscle is it? Is it strap or pennate?
It's a trap.
It's a strap.
Right.
It's a strap, which means parallel fibers, right? If the parallel fibers are running like this against gravity, how can we put them in gravity eliminated? Down like that? Close.
Can you go like this? Please?
That. This. Okay? So again, really important. Shoulder will be flexed at 90. Elbow will be at 90. Neutral. Forearm. Okay? I'm supporting the elbow. Supination would be palm toward the back wall. Okay? And again, if you look how I'm holding her, I've got my thumb across her wrist. I've got my fingers in her palm just to support hand movement, okay, and control her motion. So that would be supination. Can you do that? I'm keeping my hand where it is. When I have her do it, I'm just not doing anything. I'm not moving. She is. Okay, so she just did it. Now do it again. I'm going to apply resistance. 1, 2. So I just wait until her arm turns enough so that I can squeeze her with my thumb and 2 fingers on the ulnar side of my hand and apply resistance. Okay? Not so bad. And then pronation would be the same thing. So we'd start here, except we would be pronating.
Neutral.
Okay? She would do it herself. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to apply resistance. 1, 2. Half range. Flicker. Gravity eliminated.
Oh, you're changing only the hip flexion to 90 degree. What?
Hip.
Here. I mean shoulder to 90 degree here.
Yes.
And previously 0 degree.
Yes. That's it. You're just changing the shoulder. You're keeping the elbow at 90. Pronation would look like this. Okay, you can do that yourself. Beautiful. Stay, keep her in neutral before she moves. No, stay, go back. Okay, and then I'm going to say I'm going to apply resistance. Go ahead. 1, 2. Do not grab the wrist joint when you apply resistance. Do not cross the wrist joint when you apply resistance. Distal forearm. No Indian burns, no bone squeezing, just, okay? Are we good? Now, what are the muscles for pronation?
Pronator teres.
Sorry.
Huh?
Pronator teres.
Pronator teres and pronator quadratus, but what's with pronator quadratus? Can we palpate it? Why?
It's a deep, super deep.
Too deep, yep, it's down here and it's too deep. So we can do pronator teres, which runs from where?
Avocados radius,
Which one?
and the coronary, medial.
Medial.
Yeah, I have it. And medial epicondyle of the humerus and the coronoid process of the ulna. And then it inserts on the lateral aspect of the radius at its midpoint.
That's right. So you're looking at here. The best way to feel it again is to keep her in 90 and, go ahead, resist her doing it. This way. Go ahead. Right there. You can feel it best closer to the epicondyle, closer to the medial epicondyle.
That's the pronator.
Pronator teres. So as you, go ahead, do it again. Good. You can feel it. I mean, you can feel it on yourself too if you pronate. You can make it stick out right there. Okay, so that's the easiest place to find it. Supinator, the easiest place to find it, would be,
Go back there.
yep, right there. And you can find it on yourselves. If you go like this, and this is a good exercise for you to learn how to like pump your own muscles. Just very little. See how I'm just lightly firing it. Put your fingers under.
Medial epicondyle, I mean, pronation.
Lateral. Medial for pronation,